Backyard. 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 Backyard.
Well, hello, I'm Mike Buttonoff with J&L Nutrition, coming to you from the backyard today.
I'm Austin Osnes, route truck driver. Mike and I are making a segment today on weaning beef calf protocols.
Yeah, just going to throw out some basic things. We work with a lot of cow-calf producers, and we're on the front part of September, and a lot of customers are already starting to wean their calves. So I'm just going to go through a few of the things that I recommend often. If we haven't been, or if we have been on a creep feed, we want to start these calves on a real dry ration. We need to remember these calves aren't used to wet feed. They're used to hay and milk from the cow. Isn't that what you see at home this time of the year, Austin?
Yep, you bet. And one of the biggest things is, whether you've got it in some kind of small shed or you've got a big creep feeder on wheels or something stationary, making sure that they got something with some oats, some corn, maybe a 36 medicated pellet, preferably with amprolium. That's one of the bigger things that we recommend if you're going to start something.
Yeah, and when we wean these calves on day one, probably just present them with some really nice hay, a really nice grass hay. Have water easily available, have access to water. Another thing that's nice in that weaning pen especially is the lick tub, the mineral lick, or the in this case it'd be the dry cow tub you'd have, right, Austin, on the truck?
Yep, and what we mean by that dry cow tub, it's a 16% protein, pretty high in your calcium, your phosphorus, selenium, manganese. The vitamins are really high, double compared to the other tubs that we have. Basically gives that calf something to do, something to look at while it's going to be beneficial to them while they're under that stress.
Yeah, and the goal of weaning is to get calves on feed as rapidly as possible. And when we get calves on feed quickly, when they start consuming 1.5% to 2% of their body weight, we'll tend to see calves no longer get sick. So if they're using the dry cow tub, if Austin was able to drop one off the route truck, they're starting to get some nutrition there. And then we get some calories in, and we get them eating good. And once we get them off and started good, we tend to get over most of the sickness.
Absolutely. One of the other things that we recommend too, whether it's at weaning or if you separate your calves first and then work them, having either a 4 or 9-way vaccine in there, preferably your viruses, and then like a 7 or 8-way bacteria going in there. Maybe Mike, you can touch on a few of them as well. What kind of brands, what we could use?
I guess all the companies have good vaccination programs, just following their protocols and vaccinating in a timely fashion. In a perfect world, I like to see calves vaccinated before we wean. I like to have that done, but it's always not a perfect world. Probably the other thing to talk about with Austin bringing up vaccinations is all the talk that we have about preconditioning. And all that fancy terminology is having these cattle protected before we sell them or before we do something else with them. And the facts are kind of alarming there. Calves that haven't been vaccinated and are just sold, if that's the base point. Calves that are double vaccinated still on the cow, there's probably a $20-some a head premium there. Now if they're vaccinated and they're weaned for 45 days, assuming we start them right and we do all those things, we get proper growth and we benefit like we can there's about a $45 a head premium, 35 to 45 for those calves.
And whether they go straight to a sale barn or they go to a custom feedlot, buying right off your farm, there is a premium for that. Those buyers, they come, they look for those calves. That's what they want, is those calves that are ready to go. Once they hit their feedlot, and obviously a lot of them will vaccinate them again, but if they've been on feed and ready to go, that's what those buyers want.
And for most of you watching this, where this is important, all these little steps is to help provide a healthy and wholesome product for our end consumer, and using a minimal amount of antibiotics to treat issues, and having the goal to maximize the health and performance and the ability for that calf to grow and to produce meat.
Absolutely.
So, I think if you're out there and you got some cattle and you're going to be weaning calves, give us a call at the backyard. Austin or Joe or myself, come on in, just ask questions to anybody at the counter, and if they don't know the answer, we'll be more than happy to get it for you. Again, we work with a lot of cattle, and it's a big part of our business trying to help supply the country and the world with wholesome quality beef. So come into the backyard. Hope to see you soon, and have a great winter.
Yard. 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 Yard.